Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. On our first call, when we will speak about our partner named the FinUp. My name is Domen Vitergar, and today, as we promised the previous week, we will speak about the platform that we introduced literally more than a year ago. There was a lot of questions, there was a lot of rumors, there was a lot of strategies, and from today's on, we will start to change the direction of the FinUp trading platform. That's why every single week in multiple languages, we will speak about what FinUp is, who are the people behind, what are the trading strategies, what kind of technology is behind the product as such, where we are going, and why FinUp as a product is so important for everyone who are even having the big whale packages. Now, on all the calls, ladies and gentlemen, I will not come alone. I will come with the gentlemen. I believe they are similar age as I am, even if I look the oldest one. But even more important, once again, everyone is having a specific role, very, very important role in collaboration with FinUp, Signally. Indirectly, also, we can speak about Binance. Why is it important to be a part of it, and how each and everyone can take the trading profits, and even more important, how they can multiply their earnings in the upcoming days, weeks, months, and even of the upcoming years. Once again, we will start with this call with the introduction. His name is Mustafa. He will speak about himself. I will open this call. Mustafa, welcome on our first call for the FinUp. How are you?
Well, thank you for the introduction. Happy to be here.
Once again, Mustafa, thank you very much. In general, Mr. Mustafa is gonna be in charge for all the Wednesdays calls, different kind of topics, how everything looks like, who is Signally, who they are, what kind of options. But before we will come there, first of all, where you are right now, how everything goes. I know that it's summer, but even more important, also the Signally is not stopping. Mustafa, who you are, what is your position, and how long you've been with Signally?
So I'm based out of Dubai, born and brought up here, originally from Pakistan, but I've spent all my life here. I've actually, funny story, I've known Signally for a very, very long time, indirectly conducting business with them, actually investing through their platform way before I even knew them personally. Life comes full circle. I joined them around 6 months ago, and my role there is more on the B2B growth. I wear different hats, so happy to do whatever it is to get our name out there. And my goal here is to keep you guys updated, make the complex very simple, and kind of give you insights that you won't find anywhere.
Okay, when we are speaking about the Signally in general, you mentioned that already years ago you noticed them. How it came to the point that you now joined the forces with them, and now you are dealing with all the operations inside of it?
So, Signally is not new around the block. Signally started back in 2018. For everyone that's been around in crypto, for a while, everyone knows the 2017 cycle. I discovered Signally somewhat around that time. At that time, they were a signal automation platform for traders, so helping people act on professional trade signals automatically. But I think Signally was quick to realize the real opportunity was much bigger than just that, and that's when they evolved into a full-fledged profit-sharing platform. What I mean by a full-fledged profit-sharing platform, it means anyone, anywhere can invest alongside expert wealth managers, accessing opportunities that may not be available to just everyone, but opportunities that are just available mainly for high net worth individuals or institutions. So that's where I found Signally, and I was like, wow, this platform is amazing. That's how my story began, and I was just an investor. Then many, many years down the line, I actually ran into the co-founders of Signally through a business deal, and now I'm here.
Amazing. Mustafa, one very, very important question. There is a lot of questions on the market. How safe is FinUp as a platform? Now, we know that the crypto world or the trading world has got a lot of opportunities, a lot of threats on the other side. I know that the question number one, how safe are the deposits inside of the FinUp? And can you please describe literally how everything looks like, what is happening at the back end, if we can say so?
Okay, a thing that sets us apart and which is a very primary focus of ours is trust and regulation. We are licensed under the FCSA in South Africa, which means we meet strict standards for compliance, transparency, and user safety. You cannot mess around in that. For you guys as an investor, that's a big reassurance that you're on a platform built to last. I'm happy to share just a article that kind of proves that. Give me just 1 second. And let me know when you can see my screen. So this is an article on Medium, quoting a tweet from CoinDesk, which talks about South Africa starting crypto license, and we are happy to be.
We don't see it. Sven, maybe you see it. No? No, we don't see it.
I cannot see it yet.
Okay, let's try.
It's dark, but it's not.
Just dark, yeah.
Let me try again. Okay, do you see my screen now?
You can see me.
Now you see me.
Okay, perfect.
Now you see it.
How about, yeah, so this is the Medium article. Like I said, quoting a tweet from CoinDesk. So Zignally embarked his journey on 2018, pioneering a platform. And yeah, like I said, this license is a very, very strict license. You cannot mess around at all. It's a Category 2 license from the Financial Services Conduct Authority of South Africa. It not only provides regulatory clarity but establishes clear guidelines which we have to stick to. That's just one of the reasons. For us, users come first, and making sure they are comfortable with their funds. That's a very important thing for us.
Okay, now when we are speaking about the funds on the client's accounts, it's very important to point out that funds are literally on segregated Binance sub accounts. So literally every single user has got a unique address where they send the funds, and they are the only one who are having the access. Is this correct?
Exactly. So we are one of the biggest Binance broker link accounts. Again, happy to share my screen and show you on Binance's website that we are, actually listed there. So in terms of safety, just let me know when you see my screen.
For now, no.
Okay, I think you have to request.
I tell you, all the first Zooms are like this. In the second one, we don't need to worry.
But if you go on Binance's BrokerLink website, you will be able to see us listed there. We are one of the few that are there, and actually on the first page. So that ensures safety, that every client money is on a segregated account that nobody can access unless they deposit or withdraw.
Okay, when we are speaking about, I just found it. Let's share with our audience. I think you see my screen. Everyone.
Yeah, we see yours.
Everyone who will go on the official Binance, or you can type in Google Binance broker link. On the bottom, you see Zignally. This is the gentleman who will week by week giving us all the knowledge about everything. So everything is done on the most safe way. I mean, how many companies do we know bigger than Binance in order to ensure us better safety, if I may say so?
Exactly.
Mustafa, one thing, what is now the current situation of inside of the FinUp? We will not expose how many deposits is inside of it, but right now, what is the position about the trading strategies? Even more important, where everything will go, what we can expect from the Zignally inside of the FinUp platform.
So the new chapter that we're going through is actually quite exciting. We're building ZigChain, which is our own blockchain ecosystem designed for real-world assets tokenization. So a lot of people think of tokenization, they think, okay, like, what are you going to tokenize? What's going to be really cool is soon you guys will be able to access tokenized real estate, which you can own fractional shares into real estate. You're going to have tokenized gold. You're going to have tokenized stocks. So just yield-bearing strategy that not, like I said before, not a common person can get access to, because you have to go the institutional route. So all of this is coming very, very soon. We're working very hard day and night. My team is, on vacation working hard. So that's coming really, really soon. So on-chain funds, tokenized securities, whatever you can think of that the traditional finance people invest in, we're going to tokenize that.
Now, I've heard also that there are going to be some fractional ownership of gold, silver, US stocks. Can you a little expand like this? How everything will look like? I have $10,000. I will deposit it into the FinUp platform. How everything will look like?
So what you can do is you can basically create yourself a basket of tokenized things. So let's say you have $10,000, right? And we have say 5 tokenized products available: tokenized gold, tokenized silver, tokenized real estate in Dubai, and whatever you may think that's tokenized. You can split your money however you like in between those, and all of them are going to have a different yield generation. So maybe tokenized real estate, as the average in Dubai is like around 8-9%. I'm just throwing numbers, don't quote me on this. Tokenized gold might be like 10%. Tokenized stablecoin return might be 15%. So what you can do is you can spread your money across and earn this yield without having to worry about any drawdown, So it's just like diversifying your portfolio. You should never put your eggs all in one basket. And I think that's the best way to have a consistent, steady return on your money.
Okay, right now it's August 13. You mentioned 4 of them. Yield on stable coins, fractional ownership of this. Can we give some timelines to our users when approximately, based on the development, they can expect something like this inside of the FinUp platform?
Okay, don't hold me to this, but hopefully by next quarter, even maybe sooner, but hopefully by next quarter, this should all be live and exclusively on FinUp's platform first, before anyone else gets it.
Before anyone else. Okay, what I can say, let's say for the intro, for the first part, Mustafa, thank you very much for joining this call. I believe that all the next calls are going to be not just related to a simple explanation, if I may say so, but even more in details how the FinUp platforms works in general, how to open the account, how to set up the account, how to choose the trading strategy, how to move the funds, and so on. I think for the first call, I think we did an amazing job from your side. Mustafa, once again, thank you very much for joining this call. And
thank you so much.
Once again, thank you very much. Thank you, Mustafa. Ladies and gentlemen, we didn't finish. Even more important, we are just adding on top. Before I will introduce the next gentleman, 17.3 and 15.1% Binance score perform in the past 7 weeks, 17.3%, Delta Max 15.1%, net profit for the end customer. Ladies and gentlemen, on my left side of the screen, I don't know where in your position is, we will introduce him as Mr. Sven. We will not disclose any information, but even more important, ladies and gentlemen, this is part of the team who is taking care for 2 trading strategies, and he's responsible, ladies and gentlemen, for Binance Core and Delta Max. This is your money-making machine. This is the gentleman who's taking care that algorithms, AI, and all the most sophisticated trading tools are working properly. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Sven. Sven, thank you very much for joining this call. And who is Mr. Sven? Congratulations for the 7 weeks of trading results.
Yeah, thank you very much, first of all, for the introduction. So who I am. So Mr. Sven is, first of all, not alone. So I have a team. We work together, and we are professional. We work for many years in trading, so we're coming more from financial market and algorithmic trading. The way of trading we're doing with you guys is called quantitative trading. So basically we're generating a different algorithm based on mathematics and data and so on, and with that we generate results. And as you can see, the results are quite good. Also, the risk management is quite good. So we risk like only a very small fraction per trade. We have a very high diversification in our strategies. We not only trade one strategy on your account, we trade around like a 40 strategies. So this is a big advantage because most kind of unprofessional traders, they find one strategy, then they offer that for copy trading or whatsoever, and then like half year later or 3 months later, the strategy is not working anymore. So we trading like 40 strategies, and each of these 40 strategies take like a very small amount of the money per trade. So this is also good that we make the profits with many small amount of trades, with very big amount of trades, and also we constantly losing, right? So you want to have like such kind of statistics. You want to have like hundreds or thousands of trades, and you want to have also many trades who losing, because if you only have a couple trades who win, then at one point they will not. So yeah, I think we have like a really good product, and I think the last couple of weeks went good, but it will continue like that. I mean, sometimes we also had in the last couple of weeks a couple percent drawdown, up and down. So we managed all kinds of markets. We had kind of like already some depression on the market. We had already two hypes on the market. We taking kind of every opportunity in terms of alt season. So yeah, our algorithms working very well, and they will continue like that.
Mr. Sven, before we go once again back to the Binance Core and Delta Max, can you share with our community how everything started for you trading crypto algorithms? When did you start? Can you give us a little bit more about your background?
Yeah, so first of all, me and my team, so we like a combination of people who studied computer science and mathematics, and in my case also business. So I studied computer science and business. So, and with this combination, I worked for many years in like the financial trade fi market. So like for banks, insurances, mostly focused on asset management in the insurance area. And yeah, so we learned a lot about how all this works together, how the math works, and basically over the years we learned the whole financial market. And then like many years ago, I think I joined the crypto market in 2016. We started to apply our knowledge from the financial market into the crypto market, and basically started to kind of do what hedge funds doing in the financial market in the crypto market. And with that, we could like make a really good difference. So we have been in some areas, for example, option trading. We have been for many years one of the biggest taker, with like hundreds of millions and billions of dollars in trading volume. In future, we was already starting at BitMEX times. So BitMEX kind of invented the kind of instrument we're trading now all on Binance, perpetual futures. So it's not exist on financial markets like that. And yeah, like this, we're working for many years, have like many years of successful track record, and developing strategies. And all this came basically now together, and we set up like a really cool engine, also with the new AI technology which came out a couple years ago, to even like boost our trading further, right? So yeah, that's us.
When we are speaking about Binance Core and Delta Max, now 7 weeks available, you mentioned that there is multiple strategies inside of the one strategies. Can you please expand a little bit more here?
Yes, maybe I explain quickly what we're doing. So you can see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah. So first of all, like in every other, work, it's all about the research and the preparation. And here we're using a lot of AI. So in the past, when you are a professional trader or asset manager, you need to do a lot of manual work. You need to find something in the market, then you need to test it, you need to optimize it, run it through different algorithms, then you need to program the algorithm, you need to test it, back test it, shock test it, and all these kind of things. And here we started to use a lot of AI. And basically, this allowed us to, instead of test one strategy per week per person, kind of test thousands of strategies. So, and this is what our engine is now automatically doing. It's doing thousands of strategies, optimate all the strategies on their parameters, and then basically select like a set of strategies to run a portfolio. So like a couple of strategies is like one portfolio. And Delta Max and Binance Core is each one portfolio of strategies. And how do we select the strategies? Because, like a lot of strategies are correlated. So this means when this strategy trades, the other strategy also trades. And it's not kind of makes sense to, split your money between two strategies, right? Let's say swing trading between BTC and Ethereum, because they kind of move with the same kind of news on the market. So we trying then to set up something called like a correlation matrix. So we compare all strategies, or the best one strategies out of the 7,000s, how they perform compared to each others. And we're trying to find like a set of strategies which is very diversified. So this means like one strategy should trade when the other is not trading, and the other way around. And like this, we should have maybe one strategy is not performing good when the others are performing good, but overall we have like a very good diversification, and the market goes up. And even this we further improve in the next couple of months. So we currently run another portfolio of like 10,000 strategies in our engine, where we also take like the best ones and add them to this setup. And also very important is the risk what we take, right? So the risk management is the most important in trading, because everyone can find some kind of strategy. You can find them on YouTube and so on. But if you don't understand the risk management and you have not a proper setup in the risk management, you will lose no matter what. And so like the principle of our strategy is of our risk management is kind of to limit the loss per trade. So in our case, for example, we could say there's a standard setting. So this means that we would not lose more than 0.06% per trade. So when one trade loses, we not only lose a small fraction of the portfolio. Of course, over time, when we have like a negative series, this can kind of stake up. But you can see the difference, right? It's like other traders who are betting like 10% or 5% of your portfolio, they only need a couple of losing trades and then they're gone. Even if they bet like a 1% of portfolio, right? Like 30 losing trades in a row, right? Which we have very often, you would lose like, I don't know, like 30%, right? And so this is like the core. So basically the engine kind of, so every trade is like set with stop losses and limit orders in a way that if the market moves very fast, it's go out of the strategy and kind of close the position, takes the loss, and continues on a new opportunity. And this makes us very good risk management together with the diversification. And yeah, so like kind of the portfolios what we trade is like pretty similar with what I have here. I think we trade like 0.06% and 0.1.2% on the two different strategies. And this also then results in a maximum drawdown. So maximum drawdown means how much did the strategy historically lose in its worst phase, right? So when a maximum drawdown is 10%, then overall testing and all historic data, the strategy lost in a worst situation of the market 10%. And with a 0.06, we have like a 5 to 6% of max drawdown, and with a 0.1.2 we have like around 10-12%. And if you look into the 0.06, what we have like kind of as a historical data, so you see it's performed like over many years very positively, almost in every market. You see, it can happen. Sometimes there's a month where you lose like a 2-3%, but I think this is quite good if you look into the profits what you get in average, right? So you have very often above 10% per month, even on conservative risk settings. So this is kind of the like a conservative setting. So if you go more aggressively, you can kind of double the values. This means like you would also lose here like around 8%, but you can also make like in this month like kind of a 40%. And another advantage what we have that we distribute the strategies and on a lot of pairs is we can take much more capacity. As a lot of traders have the problem, they make copy trading, the strategy works good, but there's a capacity because they trade only one strategy, only one pair. But we trade like 40s, and we can increase like another 20 strategies, and basically can also generate these kind of results on like a tens or even like $100 million. And yeah, so like that, I think we have a really good setup, and it's also, I think, it's maybe difficult to understand when you're not coming from trading, but it's very very different what we have here from everyone else in the market. So this is really kind of institutional kind of level of trading. So this is how hedge funds kind of trading. You could like Google maybe Renaissance Technologies. So we have the same approach like Renaissance Technology. So that's why also because we have like very good results and a very low risk, and this with a high diversification. If you look into other people who trade, you can first of all check, okay, how many strategies do you trade? Okay, how much risk do you take per trade? When they say, I can guarantee you sooner or later he will lose all money. It's mathematically not possible. But we have like a really sophisticated setup, and basically with FinUp you have now access to like a kind of level of strategies what only really like billionaires and like hedge fund manager have access to. So it's really 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 top notch.
Sven, final question. Now everything is flying in the crypto market. Everything goes up. People are making money spot. Of course, they need to be positioned in the right way, but never mind. Final question, and one of the most common questions that we ever get. What will happen when the bull market will finish and everything will start to collapse? I'm speaking about everything. Bitcoin, altcoins, everything will go down. Will these two trading strategies also perform when everything will collapse, and this heavily?
I mean, then we will make a lot of money. So because for us, doesn't matter the direction we go. And it did already. I mean, you saw when was it, last week or something, market crashed quite heavily, and like our algos immediately they went out of the long position, closed the long positions, went in short positions, and made like a good profit. So you saw already in July and August we had like such kind of scariness in the market where the market crashed. I don't know, some alt pairs 20% and so on. Like Bitcoin crashed back to 112, and you saw we was already trading, right? So you was even seeing like the profits stacked up. And if you would have like a real crazy crash, let's say Bitcoin goes to 60,000 and the alts go to like zero, we would make like shitloads of money. Like we would make like so much money. So for us, it would be really good. Actually, the worst what could happen is kind of market is like on high volatility, but is staying in a range. So let's say Bitcoin is between 100 and 120,000, and every week going from 100,000 to 120,000, and because that would make the algos change all the time. But there comes also something in addition to that. So I said we're trading like 42 strategies, and some strategies perform good in such kind of market, some in other kind of market, and so on. Overall, they are positive. So what we then kind of do also in our system is kind of we track the results of a strategy. And for example, in July, we had a strategy also in your portfolio, which performed worse than historically. So this means the maximum drawdown of the strategy was higher than it was in all historical data. So the system then automatically kind of stops the strategy. It goes then back to us for research because we need to find out what happened. But it's just like maybe 1% loss in the portfolio, and it will be replaced by a new strategy. So even like if the market goes to a situation which is very very bad for us, let's say we have a high volatility, but we stay in a range without going in up or downtrend, then we can just like adjust the portfolio, right? So this is really like sophisticated asset management. So we not rely if the market goes up or down. If the market moves fast in one direction, it's for us of course the best because algorithms can catch this very good. And it's not matter for us if one strategy stops working, or even 5 stops working, right? Or even all. It's like the system is like kind of learning by itself. So it's called machine learning in order to improve it.
Once again, I think, Sven, we give a lot of data to our customers, but the most important information is Binance score 7 weeks, 17.3, Delta Max 15.1. Once again, we encourage everyone to invite everyone who is a part of the FinUp. Please come on all the calls. You will meet two very, very smart and bright gentlemen, Mr. Sven, Mr. Mustafa. Every single week, we will give you all the latest news and updates, everything what is happening with all the trading strategies, past results, and also what as it can come. You give me one big idea right now during this call. So Sven, expect my call in the next minutes.
One more challenge. I want to challenge you all. Find some professional trader who say this is not like a amazing risk reward ratio and this is not very sophisticated risk management. If somebody can prove me wrong, I give him $10,000.
So here we have a challenge. I know that right now one gentleman is writing all the notes down and it's coming out. Once again, Sven, give the proposal, read it. If you find it, please join us on the call. Let us know. And let's speak with Mr. Sven if this is even possible. What I can say, gentlemen, I think this call was special, unique, and full of knowledge. Mustafa, once again, thank you very much. Sven, thank you very much for joining every single week. 40 minutes. A lot of knowledge. Sven, you have something else to add on top of it for the conclusion?
Oh, thank you very much. So, please enjoy our trading, and let's hope for the crash because then we make a lot of money.
Sven, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Or if the market continues like that, it's also good, no matter what.
We will not, how I can say, complain. The profits are in our clients' pockets. This is the most important. If you are here for the first time, if you still didn't make a deposit, log in inside of your FinUp account on a social trading. You will find Binance Core and Delta Max. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Everyone should do its own due diligence, but make a deposit, start to earn the trading profits. This was everything from our side. What I can say, ladies and gentlemen, 251 people on today's call. Mustafa, next week the goal is 500, and I believe in the upcoming weeks we can have thousands of calls. Mustafa, as an official organizer, the final word goes to you.
Thank you for having me, my fellow internet friends. A pleasure to be here, and keep on joining every week because we will have a lot of good information coming your way.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Thank you. Have a lovely day.